We go again. We can do this. We can definitely beat this fight. We just got to learn the mechanics here. And get them dialed in. So I was expecting, I wasn't sure, okay, if he was always did mass immune waiting before Octaslash, but it looks like he potentially does 3 elemental things as well. Oh no, of course he didn't attack. Crap. Might be behind on the buffs here, but see what happens. Should be able to get 3 in time here. We only need 1 more. So technically, we might even be able to get 1 attack in before. Yeah, so it's actually, that might be more ideal than the other way. Woo-wee! Aerith, if you want to go ahead and heal. Anytime, thank you. See, now the problem is she goes into like not the right mode. She focuses so much on the sigils and doesn't heal. So we're gonna jump over and take care of that real quick. Okay, so we are expecting 3 different sets of attacks here. I don't think he does the same one every time, because this time it's lightning infusion. Last time it was water, I think, unless I saw wrong there, but we'll wait on his next infusion, although that could bite us in the ass, because if he goes ice resistant, then you know what, let's just do it, because if he goes into some sort of ice resistant mode, we're not going to get as much damage. But then if he goes into fire mode where he's weak to ice, we could have gotten more damage, but we'll take the risk here. Okay, so we should do another elemental infusion. That was his first one. He should do 2 more sets of attacks, whether it's another element, 2 more elementals, or an elemental and mass immune waiting. Did he bug out? He might have bugged out. He seems to be like permanently stuck. Well, shit, this is not going to be good for the video. I might leave this in though. Just permanently, I'm gonna put this on fast motion. If he's just stuck in this, we'll just cheese our way to a win here. But I'll do another run after this, just to do it properly. Oops. This might even break him out of it. We've intimidated him so much. He knows we've learned his mechanics. Now he's just afraid. Paralyzed with fear. I wonder what bugged him out there, and if it's something that the devs should take note of. It might have been limit breaking just as he got to the end of his interrupt bar. That might be what did it. Oh man, I'm so good at this game. That fight was just easy. Just too easy. 'Cause I'm so good at this game, and definitely not because he bugged out. So easy. S. Oh, S for super good at this game. Okay. Let's do another one and try and do it properly. But I am going to leave that in because that's kind of funny. All right. So again, the ideal thing actually seems to be attacking once with him. Because the animations for barrier are quicker. I'm gonna turn this off fast though. I don't want to mess things up. The animations for barrier are much quicker than the attack. Before we were doing barrier, barrier, barrier attack, we didn't get the attack in time. Whereas this we can get. I would love if she would heal and top us up. Thank you. Okay. So now let's make sure she heals because I don't trust her. Alright, let's focus on circle here because Cloud should have triangles. Did she even heal herself or did she just get slammed there? Again, I don't trust her to heal, so I'm gonna do it myself. I'm also worried Sephiroth will, if I leave him for too long, he'll use his barrier to try and heal her. Okay, hopefully she goes into super heal mode now. I'm gonna make sure that she does another one here. Okay, so we're expecting 3 special attacks, we'll call them. Whether it's infusions or mass immune waiting. I think it's mass immune waiting. Some sort of waiting. We should get it here in a sec. Fire infusion. Okay, this is where we want to use our limit break then. So we'll just use it right now. Get that extra Shiva damage in. Woo, 30k, not bad. Not too bad. Okay, so I think this is our first one. Oh, make sure I'm doing the right attacks here. I think this is the first elemental infusion. God, I hope I didn't miss one with my goldfish brain. So that should be 1. We're expecting 2 more attacks. Special attacks. So for now, we just DPS. And hope we didn't miscount and bone ourselves here. Okay, here comes the water infusion now. We'll, oh my god, the X's got just absolutely smashed. I don't know how. I thought Sephiroth was the X special killer. Got our limit breaks again, which we'll do here. Go for 1 attack first. Why are we still in defensive mode? Stop that. Okay, so we should have one more attack here, whether it's an infusion or mass immune waiting. We're expecting 1 more attack before another Octaslash. We might even kill him before that. It's a lot of damage to try and do still. He's pretty beefy. So let's hope we didn't mess up our count here. Oh shoot, we messed up our count. We messed up our count. Start buffing. We might get 2 in here. And then again, we got a 33% chance for him to attack the one we don't want him to. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Come on. Okay, never mind. 33% chance to get boned here. So did I miss my count? Now I don't know if I missed my account. I don't know if it my count. I don't know if it was like health based, like once he gets to a certain point is when he does that, because we did a lot more damage this time around because of that ice resistant section or ice weakness section. Our only chance here is if he goes into another, and of course, I was gonna say, unless he goes into another elemental infusion attack here, because we can interrupt that and do more damage, but I think at this point we're just boned. Especially there, because he went after Cloud instead. I don't think she's gonna have the damage for this. If he had gone after her instead, we might have had a chance. But she's not exactly one of my DPS users here. Or DPS characters, I should say. Ow. I don't think I can break this in time by herself. No. ATB bar too slow. All right. So, yeah, I don't know if I missed the count there. We were doing really good there too. I'm gonna check my VOD real quick. The power of not editing means there's gonna be a little dead space here real quick. Just take a peek. I don't know if that was my issue. Okay, that was when we cheesed it. Speed this up a bit. Okay, so that was his first Octaslash. I guess you guys can watch this too. So he went into a okay, maybe we miscounted then. Because there was a lightning one and then he did the fire one. So we might have miscounted there. That's why you got to pay attention. So a lesson for everybody. If we had counted properly, yeah, then he did the fire. And then he did like a water one. So make sure you pay attention. We would have had that if we had paid attention. So hopefully you're a little less goldfish brained than I am. So then he does water here. Right? Yeah. Okay. So that's where we messed up. We forgot about that lightning one at the start. So what I should have done is right after we broke this, I should have started barriering. Is that a word? Applying barrier is what we should have done. And then we would have had it. So you guys get to learn from my mistake there. But yeah, I was initially not very impressed with that torn wing. And for the most part, I'm still not necessarily. And I do still think that characters with big attacks like that and immunity to all buffs or debuffs should at least have some indication of who they're going to attack. Because even with that mess up there, if we had known who he was going to attack instead of like a random 33% chance to pick the right target to get our barrier on, we would have been still fine. But yeah, so that is it. That is my notes. I'll pull these over so I can read them for you. So again, Octaslash is his first big move. Start using Torn Wing right out of the gate. This is obviously assuming you have Sephiroth, right? You could potentially do this with another physical defense buffing weapon. But in this case, because Torn Wing is something we get for free, basically, if you have Sephiroth, use him. just because it didn't really remove too many stats from Sephiroth either. I only have my Torn Wing at 3 pink stars right now at level 40. So I put some like just crap materials into it just to get it up to level 40 to replace my A and EB. And I really didn't lose out on any stats. But yeah, so Octaslash is his first big move. So you want to pre-buff with Torn Wing or whatever barrier, ideally something with either mid to high potency. If it's only mid potency, it might not be enough for those later Octaslashes because they just get more and more powerful. But yeah, if you want to go super optimal, I did one attack with Sephiroth first, and then I started pre-buffing, and that got me all set up there. And then he'll do 3 sets of attacks. So my first run, he did 2 elemental infusions, and then a mass immune waiting, or whatever the waiting is. I think it's mass immune, but or he could do 3 elemental infusions. So you want to focus on interrupting those, DPS as much as you can during those phases. And then after the third one, he's going to do another Octaslash. So immediately when you finish DPSing in the interrupt phase of the third attack, start pre-buffing. Maybe even a little before that. Maybe even while the interrupt bar is still going down, start buffing with Sephiroth. And then after that, he's going to do another Octaslash. And then right after that second Octaslash, just start DPSing. Because unless you're higher level or you have a lot more HP, I'm only at about 4,000, 4,100 HP on everybody. We'll go over my build here in a sec. But that third Octaslash, you're just not going to have the defense or health for it if you're not higher than where I am. It just hits way too hard, and Torn Wing is just not going to save you. And then, yeah, if for whatever reason he does get another Octaslash off, if you haven't killed him yet, you're probably going to lose the character he hit. If it's your healer, in my case, if it was Aerith, it'd be fine. We'd have Sephiroth and Cloud. They should have enough damage to kill him before he does another one. If he hits the DPS, you're probably going to start, it's going to get more and more RNG in that now, let's say Cloud and Aerith are left, which is how it ended up for me multiple times there. If he attacks Aerith, Cloud can probably finish him off. Even the one time where he did kill Cloud first, my Aerith probably could have killed him because he was on like a sliver of health. I just kind of panicked trying to click quick to start attacking, and I hit a heal instead of a DPS move. So that might have changed. But yeah, other than that, it wasn't too bad. Again, we'll kind of go over my party here. Nothing super crazy. Again, as a free-to-play player, I don't have ridiculous stuff here. But go over everything. Sephiroth's just rocking my normal setup for him, my normal ice setup. My materia's nothing crazy. I've got all the different runes on him, all the different rune sigils. He's got triangle, he's got circle, and then obviously his X, which is his beneficial one with what's it called? Edged wings or some other wings. What's this thing called? Edged wings. Yeah, so the support materia there buffs his X sigil attacks, which I guess didn't even really matter because the X sigil in the one phase just got absolutely annihilated. I don't even know how. I don't know who would have done it, but anyway, it got shredded. And then obviously we have the Torn Wing here at level 40, 3 pink stars, nothing super crazy. But it was enough to give us and it's only a mid potency. So I was saying before, you want something with high. I don't even have high potency on it. I've only got mid potency, and that was enough. So maybe if you get this to max pink stars, it might switch this. I think it actually does switch this to high. And then that's going to be, you might even be able to survive those third Octaslashes. But here, mid potency was just fine. I've got my typical sub equipment on him here with Sun Umbrella, Absolute Royal, and Power Soul. That's what I always run on him normally. I don't usually change these too much because I don't have anything else leveled. These are kind of what I like. Cloud, he's got my typical setup here. Murasame, we've got Hard Edge, which is useless against Sephiroth, so you could probably throw something on there just for stats. I didn't even bother. I do have actually a decent fire materia now. Oh my goodness, one sec. I'm just recording a video. This is not awkward at all. But thank you for the raid. Uno momento. Yeah, so then we've got X Ruin on Cloud here, and then we've got Triangle as well, which with Murasame, that's his buffed sigil. So basically I have at least two different sigils on every character, just to try and cover all our bases with those elemental infusions, just because they switch it up a little bit depending on what it is, and each one is kind of randomly selected. And then we got Broadsword Axis on here, we've got W Machine, we've got Butterfly Edge, all the typical stuff I normally run on him. Just a little note, I'll probably be replacing this with Killer Hornet, if that's indeed the leaked weapon we're getting in the next banner. It'll just be an improvement, I think, but we'll have to wait and see all the stats on Killer Hornet. Aerith, again, my typical stuff, super focused on healing. I've got a barrier materia on here just because it had good stats on it. I was originally trying to use this, but the potency is only low, so it wasn't really doing enough for me. And then again, we've got X Ruin on her. Actually, I guess I only have one Ruin on her, and everybody else was just handling the other stuff. So try and make sure you have at least 2 Ruins on everybody. Here we got away with it having just the one on Aerith, and then I've got a Cura just because I like having a single target along with my AoE heals as well. And then again, my typical stuff here, we've got Guard Stick, we've got the Mithril Type 0 Katana, and then we've got Tranquilizer Gun. Again, nothing super crazy. My materia, some of them are leveled up, but they're not like crazy stats or anything. Pretty solid on the heal stat with this one, but other than that, nothing too crazy. Yeah, and that is EX2 Sephiroth done. We obviously left the bugged run in, and we didn't actually get a full successful run, but I think we have enough information there for you guys to understand what we're doing there. Now we do have apparently another Sephiroth EX, or whatever they're going to call it, a harder version of Sephiroth coming in the second week of the event. So we'll see how that goes as a free-to-play player. That fight ended up not being that bad once we kind of had things set up. Yeah, it ended up not being too bad. We're sitting at about 119. Oh, actually 112. I think normally I'm at 119-ish power, but we're sitting at 112,000 power here. So nothing super crazy, super obtainable. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, wasn't too hard of a fight after we kind of learned the mechanics and stuff. And that's kind of the way to go into all these fights, is learn the mechanics and then just build around that. Sometimes it's going to take you some failed runs to figure them out, or you just go to YouTube and watch a video and they'll figure it out for you. It's the easy way to do it. Anyway, that's it for now. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.